Welcome to Hub City Now with your host, Tyrone Tony Reed.
Hello and welcome to Hub City Now. I'm your host, Tyrone Tony Reed Jr. And today we have with us Evangelist Terisa Harris-Kimmins, who is an author and entrepreneur. And if you were listening in April of last year, you got very blessed by what she had to say as she talked about her book, To Be Loved by You, No by Me. She's here today to talk about a conference that's coming up related to that book, and it's the title of the conference is called Healed and Not Broken. Okay, it's to be loved by you, no by me, healed and not broken. It's a women's conference, and it'll be on Saturday, January 27, 2018, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at First Christian Church Gymnasium, located at 1347 Campbell Street here in Jackson, Tennessee. Thank you for being on the show today. We really appreciate you returning again. Tell us a little bit about yourself and about your book.
As you stated earlier, my name is Terisa Harris-Kimmins. I'm a first-time author. I wrote a book back in April of 2017, and I was on the show last year, like you said, and the book is called To Be Loved by You, No by Me. And that book was birthed out because God wanted me to empower young ladies and women to know that to love and appreciate who God has called us to be, because we're fearfully, wonderfully, and beautifully made in the eyes of God.
That's right.
And we have to know who God has called us to be, because we are a designer's original.
Mm-hmm.
We was handcrafted by the master. And so
Right.
when many times women are looking for validation, young ladies also, but God has already validated us. So when he
Right.
validates us, then we don't have to look for validation from other people.
That's right. After just hearing you talk about that, I want to ask you this question, because it's so talked about in the media now, especially with the protests and different things that's going on. The hashtag Me Too, the empowerment of women. You know, a lot of women are coming up and saying, not just about the sexual assault, but also just, it should be equal playing field for
Yes.
women. How does that make you feel to see so many women from all kinds of backgrounds joining together to stand together and say it's our time?
It makes me feel real good, because guess what? God don't have a particular color. He don't have
Right.
a color. It don't matter whether you black, white, Chinese, Mexican, African, whatever it is your gender is or
Right.
your race is. God is concerned about the total person.
Right.
And so when we women come together, there is power, because we are incubators. We hold things. We the ones that carry. We're carriers.
Right.
And so when the women can come together in love and in unity, that's power right there.
That's right. That's right. That's awesome. So we're going to talk about your conference now. To Be Loved by You, No by Me, Healed and Not Broken. The women's conference, again, is going to be at First Christian Church Gymnasium, 1347 Campbell Street, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday, January 27, 2018. Tickets are $10, and vendor space and additional info. Vendor space is still available. And if you if you want to sell something, you can contact Terisa for that, or additional information at 731-298-5092. Tell us about this women's conference. Where did it come? I know it's connected to your book, but tell us a little bit about your conference.
The conference, back in November, I was seeking the Lord what he wanted me to do, because I just had my Women of Action conference back in September.
Okay, so this is not your first conference.
No.
Okay, all right.
Women of Action conference was in September,
Okay.
and that conference has been going for 4 years. It's a banquet to appreciate women, let them come together, enjoy one another.
Okay.
That's what that is all about. But
That's awesome.
the To Be Loved by You, No by Me conference, I was praying to God what I should do, what he want me to do, because God has called me to do so many things, and I want to be able to help the women and empower them. And he woke me up one Sunday morning, early in the morning at 6:07 a.m. I had my alarm set for 8 o'clock. And I got down and began to pray to the Lord, and I was asking God what he want me to do, and I was praying for other things. And I heard the Lord said, do a conference. I need you to do a conference. And I said, okay, God, what date? And he gave me the date, January 27th. I said, God, what do you want me to call it? Because I did a SOAR conference like back in 2015.
Right.
And I asked him, did he want me to do that? And he was like, no, I want you to call it To Be Loved by You, No by Me, healed and not broken. Why? Because we got so many women that are broken, that are hurt. They are going through so many things, and they feel like there's no hope. They feel like that they can't do what God has called them to do, and God is calling us women to step out into the forefront. And this year is the year that women must go forth, because we got to empower one another. We got to encourage one another, and we got to let them know God can heal us from all hurts and pain. So that's where that comes from.
That's awesome. Now, you have, I was looking at your flyer, and you have several people who are going to be there. The CWA Dance Ministry. Tell us about that and who that is.
Yeah, the CWA Dance Ministry is a young lady from out of Nashville, Tennessee. She does prophetic praise and mime dancing.
Okay.
And so God had given me, every person that's on there, God gave them to me.
Okay.
And when I called them, they was all on one accord. But she does the prophetic praise and mime dancing, and she's professionally signed, so she goes all over the world. She's traveled and do the prophetic praise dancing, but she does it for God.
And it's
Anitra Hillsman.
Okay.
And she's located in Nashville, Tennessee. Like I said, and you can find her on Facebook. You can take bookings. She do bookings. You can contact her booking agent, and she'll be happy. And one thing about it, she let God lead her in whatever she does.
Okay. And you also have Psalmist. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's early.
It's
day.
early.
Yeah, it's early day.
Vonda Pete.
Yeah, Vonda Pete. She's a praise and worshiper. My God, if you want the atmosphere to be changed, and you want the presence of God to come in, she has a pure heart for God. She's a worshiper, and so by having her in this conference, because the atmosphere has to be set. You cannot have anybody coming in when you're trying to have people to get healed and delivered, so they can be set free from yokes and bondages on their lives.
Right. And then you also have someone who's pretty familiar in this part of Tennessee, session speaker Melody Sheree, who's also known as Hot Chocolate. And I've met her, and she's an amazing woman. She's real nice, and she gives back so much to the community.
Yes, she does. She really does.
Tell us a little bit about her.
Hot Chocolate, God gave me her because she has so much to offer to the ladies, not just the married women, but young single ladies, older ladies. She can tell her story, what God has done. I don't know what she's going to do, but I know God already done gave her what to do. But she plays a part in this too, because she has a story to tell about her life, even when she was coming up, and things that happened to her. So women go through so many things. So she's a person, like I said, I reached out to her. She was so happy to accept my invitation, and my book, her life, what she talks about, ties into what her life is talking about too. So it was only right and fit for her to even come. When God gave me her, I knew it was God, because she's a busy lady. But she was so happy to join us at this women's conference. That's
awesome. And it says spoken word by Evangelist Louise Moore. Who is she? Where is she from?
Evangelist Louise Moore. Anybody that know her, she's in Memphis, Tennessee. When I say a power hitter in God, she has a Healing Women ministry also. And she is she's going to be the speaker, and she's going to deliver the word, and she's so ready, and she can't wait. Jackson, Tennessee, y'all ain't ready. Y'all better get ready for her. But those of us that have heard her, we know what she's going to bring to the table, because she's not going to tell us anything that God don't speak on. So that's the thing about it. Each and every person that's on that flyer, I know that they're going to let God lead them, because we don't need nobody trying to tell us what they think. We need to hear what God says, so women can be healed and to be delivered and be set free. Right.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk more with Evangelist Terisa Harris-Kimmins. And we're going to also find out about one more person who is going to be at the conference. And we're going to give you the information again about how you can attend the conference. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Hello and welcome back to Hub City Now. I'm your host, Tyrone Tony Reed Jr., and we're back with Evangelist Terisa Harris-Kimmins, author and entrepreneur, and who's also having a conference on Saturday, January 27, 2018, called To Be Loved by You, Know by Me, Healed and Not Broken Women's Conference. It's going to be at First Christian Church Gymnasium, located at 1347 Campbell Street in Jackson, Tennessee, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And you're going to tell us about someone someone else that's going to be at the conference. Tell us about who that is.
Yes, got a surprise, and most people probably have heard of them. We're going to have Wounded Women Ministry there. They're going to be there telling their story about, because so many like I said, women broken and been through things. I just can't even, I'm not even going to let the cat out of the bag. Just know Wounded Women Ministry will be there, and you don't want to miss it. They're ready to tell their story, and it all everything ties into the conference.
Right.
They all tied in the conference. And also, if I may say, we have vendors. I want to name some of the vendors that's going to be there. We have vendors that's going to be there. We have Zaire going to be there doing manicure. We're going to have photography there. We're going to have Maria Velasquez. She's going to, that's African import. She has a lot of the, people know her. They know her. She has jewelry, clothing, all of that kind of thing. And we're going to have Sharice Amos White, that's Creative Creations. She's going to be there with baskets, selling her products and taking pictures and stuff like that. Also, we'll have, I'm off the top of my head, got so many of them. Janet Morton, she'll be there with Sweet Temptations treats. My God, y'all not ready for this. We got Kiana Bradford from out of Nashville, Tennessee, the Closet space. She's going to be there with, people that know her. She has designer clothes, all kind of. So they're going to be, that's just to name a few people that's going to be. And then we have Kimberly Ivory Taylor will be there too. Sharvis Cooper with Rodale Fields, and they're going to have skincare. We're going to have people from all walks of life. We're going to have, I have a lady coming from Atlanta, Georgia. She's going to have prayer tables, prayer cloths, prayer pillows, and a whole lot of other things that she makes that's going to be there. So y'all get ready. Y'all do not want to miss. So we're going to enjoy one another. We're going to shop. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. We're going to praise God. We're going to hear the word. We have a skit also. A skit is going to be headed by Prophetess Tanya McClatchin. And she is called IRA, Image Recovery Anonymous. Because, we as women, we deal with our image, whether it's our weight, our height, our skin color, our whatever, our hair, whatever it is that we're dealing with. We're going to talk about that. And it's so awesome. I've had a sneak peek of it. Y'all not ready for it. Y'all come. I'm telling you, you got to get there. It's going to be awesome. We got people coming from all over, surrounding counties, out of states, different states, Georgia, Mississippi. Like I said, Memphis and all these little surrounding counties. We got people coming from Illinois, everywhere. That's
awesome. That's awesome. So what do you hope women get from this conference?
My hope is that when we leave that conference, we may come in broken, but you're going to leave out here. Whatever that was plaguing you before you got there, my hope is that the women, when they come in with a surrender heart, a humble spirit, and a mind and heart open unto God to receive, that they be healed, delivered, and set free so they can do the work that God has called them to do.
Now, with the women's conference, is there an age that you're a limit or anything?
I say it start as early as 10 and up. Because young ladies starting in 5th grade, they start experiencing liking boys or whatever, and their images, and they trying to make it, am I pretty enough, or am I too skinny, or am I too big, or am I too dark or too light? Or
it starts early.
They deals with all of that kind of stuff. That's an image recovery thing. And so Image Recovery Anonymous thing that's going to be acted out in the skit too. So that age group, we welcome them because we need them to come so they can know at an early age. Don't wait till they get older. And then fighting these demons that they're dealing with. Start now so we can help them out now so they won't have to deal with that.
Well, you all heard that. From 10 up, 10 years old and up, bring your daughters and your nieces and sisters, girlfriends, everybody to the women's conference, to be loved by you, know by me, healed and not broken women's conference, which will be at First Christian Church Gymnasium, located at 1347 Campbell Street from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, January 27, 2018. Tickets are $10. It sounds like an incredible conference. There's vendor space still available, and if you need additional information or want information about how to become a vendor, you can call Terisa at 731-298-5092. We'll have the flyer up on our Facebook page. Also, how can they pay if they want to do it online?
They can pay at paypal.me/Terisa Kimmins, or they can call me. I do the cards over the phone, or I can meet them and they can pay like that because I have tickets here too.
So thank you again for coming. Again, that is the To Be Loved by You, Know by Me, Healed and Not Broken Women's Conference, which will be at First Christian Church Gymnasium, 1347 Campbell Street from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, January 27th. Tickets are $10, and it's open to from ages 10 and up. So all ladies and young ladies,
No matter what color you are.
no matter what color you are, it's come on and be blessed by this conference. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be joined by Morgan Tax Service. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Hello and welcome back to Hub City Now. I'm your host, Tyrone Tony Reed Jr., and we are back with Morgan Tax Service representatives. We have with us Kimberly R. Beals and Senta James Branch, who will be joining us every second Sunday of each month about taxes. So, it's that time of year now, and we need all the help that we can get. So we're going to let each of them introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about who they are and how long they've been doing it for.
Yes, my name is Senta James Branch. I have been with Morgan Tax Service 28 years this month.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary.
And I am a tax preparer. We prepare taxes, do payroll, any tax need. We're here to serve.
How did you get into that? What drew you into preparing taxes?
Mr. Morgan was looking for a secretary, actually.
Okay.
And I went to interview, and I got the job, and I did the secretary work for a little bit, and then I started doing the taxes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we also have with us Kimberly R. Beals, who will tell us about herself.
Yes, my name is Kimberly Renee Beals, and I'm the owner of Morgan Tax Service, and I'm Mr. Morgan's daughter.
Okay.
And I've been at the office for about 25 years.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get into it? Like I need to
it's
ask.
It's a family affair.
Now, Morgan Tax Service has been around for over 40 years.
Yes.
How did that start?
Actually, my dad started when he was at Lane College.
Okay.
And he started going from door to door. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So that's how it got started.
That's awesome. I actually told them that they weren't going to have to talk about any tax thing, but we have time. So what are some things that people need to be looking out for this year? Because I know a lot of people are worried about some of the tax changes that have happened. What big tax changes have happened, and how will they affect? Nothing?
Yeah, the tax changes that were just made, those won't be in effect until 2018 tax year. When you
okay. So next
time.
year. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this year you'll be filing like you have the past couple of years.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well. When next year comes, what are those tax changes? Briefly, if you can.
Well, we don't exactly know
yet. Oh, okay. Okay.
Like one of them will be the child tax credit. Instead of it being up to 1,000, it'll be like 1,100.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I think that would pass so late that some of that information just hasn't been passed on.
Okay. Trying to see what else, because I know you all have a lot of information. When does how soon can we start filing our taxes?
January the 29th.
Okay, January 29th.
If you'll be receiving the earned income credit or the child tax credit,
Mm-hmm.
those refunds won't be released until after February the 15th.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this year's deadline is the same as always there?
April 17th.
April 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell us where we can find out more information about Morgan Tax Service, and how can people reach you all if they need help?
Okay. Well, we're located at 100 Van Drive, Suite H. We're right beside Batteries Plus Bulbs.
Okay.
And our telephone number is 731-424-5543. And our website is www.morgantaxservice.com.
All right. So everyone be sure to tune in to Hub City Now on the second Sunday of each month to get tax advice from Kimberly Beals and Senta James Branch. You can also go to our Facebook page, and if you have a tax question that you'd like to answer it on air, just leave us a message there, and I will be sure to ask those questions to these wonderful ladies who will be happy to help you all out. And also, thank you all for being a sponsor of the show. I appreciate that. Need all the sponsorship I can get.
Thank you all.
Also, before we end the show, I wanted to say Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Be sure to go out and help in your community. There are a lot of service projects going on probably all across the world. And remember the legacy that this man not only fought for, but also died for. For the rights that you have right now. And also, don't do it just on Monday. Do it every day. We get so caught up in holidays and, it's Black History Month, or, it's Rosa Parks Day, or all kinds of things like that. But we need to be doing this every day, each and every day. Also, keep the family of Denise LaSalle in your prayers. She just passed this week, and, we remember her as the Queen of Soul, and we want to make sure that we keep her family, her friends, and her fans in our prayers. Also, we'd like to thank our sponsors: Baskerville Funeral Home, R&R Custom Wheels and Tires Express, Mission Convalescent Home, Health and Rehab Center, and again, Morgan Tax Service. Also, just have a wonderful week. Thank you all for tuning in each and every week. I appreciate the blessing of being able to host this show each and every week and give you important information that you can use, and it could be a benefit to your life and others. So continue to do great works, and have a blessed week. God bless.